Working? Alright, it's working. I gotta put the AC a little higher. My allergies are killing me. That's not what's okay. Yeah, if I change that AC 1 degree, my fucking nose gets stuffy and I'm all messed up. Alright, let's see if YouTube is live.
People always ask me what I do.
Okay. Alright, it's live. Well, this was possibly my last stream for about 2 weeks, I think. Or at least a week. Because I'll be doing the Samurai Creed, teaching Kung Fu and saving the world. Warm-ups. Hey Appa, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, this would be the last stream, I think. I might, depending on how the schedule goes, but this will probably be the last stream for at least a week or two. Because reason I've been training so much is to get ready for seminar season. I gotta teach peoples and do Kung Fu things. So at least I get to play a little bit. So that's pretty good. Sounds pretty good. In tune. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay. Maybe I should warm up more before I just jump into playing every day. I mean, I stretch and I do other things, but it's not responsible. I should be doing some kind of warm up exercise and shit. Yeah, that's boring shit. Fucking who needs to warm up? Warming up's for pussies. I really need to get fucking glasses. Just terrible. We're not gonna start the classical shit. We're gonna do something easy first. We gotta do something easy. I'm not gonna hurt myself. Can I play Push by Static X? I can play anything from any band like that, but I won't. Number one, I don't want to get copyright strikes because I'm already on the shit list for YouTube. And two, I think it's wrong when even though I'm retired, professional people playing people's covers on the internet is not right. I have an aversion against it. You know what I mean? I haven't played professionally in 15 years, but I mean still it's like I don't know. It's kind of lame to play other people's music. You know what I mean? But I'll get in trouble. Yeah, I can hear it. I can play it. You know, I mean, it's easy shit. They like power chord crap, but I won't do that because every time I play the cover on my stream, I get a copyright strike instantly. They only like the administrators only let like whoever they like get away with stuff, and if they don't like you, they just immediately fuck with you. And even though it's legal, they make it illegal on YouTube because YouTube is fucking whatever, Let's find something easy to play. I gotta warm up. But yeah, I can play Static X. It's fucking Trash Panda music. Okay, I'm almost warmed up. Find something else. I gotta get my little pinky fingers warmed up. And then we're gonna do AI classical music. Hold on a second. I only have one eye because I had surgery and I can barely see on my left one. Hold on. Do you know Taproot and Deftones? I know Deftones, but I went to I used to play in like symphonic black metal and death metal bands, and I went to school for like classical and jazz. You know what I mean? So that's like what I really know. But I know like pop, like metal from like '90s and early 2000s. I know them. I can play any of that shit. You know, I used to teach at Sam Ash. I used to like give lessons on that stuff. But I don't know it like off the top of my head. But if I heard it, also I can read the music. It's like it's not very hard music, you know. Not to say they're not good bands, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to be technically like crazy to be a good band. I'm just saying that like I could physically play it. It's not physically hard for me to play that kind of music. I'm not trying to insult the music, you know what I mean? 'Cause that's music is a competition. I'm saying like physically, if you ask me if I physically do it, yes, I can physically play any of that shit. I just I don't do covers because I don't want to get in trouble. If I was gonna do covers, I'd be doing like Nocturnal Mortem and fucking like Dark Funeral and like Obituary or like, that's that's my thing. What the fuck is Afrobeat? I don't know what Afrobeat means. What is that? What is that? That's so racist. Okay, I'm not doing that. Let me do my last warm up. Oh no. This is my favorite warm up track. My favorite. Okay. Everybody's hating on me because I won't play Deftones tonight. I'm like, that's what get me in trouble. coming up to us here right now. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you. And really, the whole stream is just me hanging out with my friends and drinking whiskey. You know, it's nothing special, but I appreciate you. Thank you. This is gonna be the last stream I'm gonna do for at least a week or two because I'm teaching seminars for the next like week and a half. So I may come on, depending what happens. I may come on once or twice, but I will be on a kung fu work vacation. But thank you very much. It's very nice of you. too? How you doing, bro? What's good with you, man? This is the last stream, I think. Tomorrow my students are coming in. So tomorrow through Monday, I'm booked. I might be able to come jam once. And then the whole rest of the week, I'm doing fucking another session with all my students. They're staying later. And then I got administrative shit to do for the new website, for the company website. So I'm going to be fucked. But we're going to jam it out today. Yeah, I'm going to do all that box shit again because it's hard. How you been, man? Everything good with you? How's your fucking, your pocket masa? I think Mystic is starting to come around. I'm sorry, fucking, you know what I'm talking about, Mystic. But I think he's starting to come around. Hold on, I need my glasses. Sorry about that. Hello there. Emily Real Good. How you doing? Welcome to the shit show. I'm normally in my pajamas. Tonight I'm not in my pajamas. I literally been busy and told I just got here. This is like, you know what I mean? That's like the whole point. The only reason I practice because I come on to hang out and drink whiskey with you guys. It's like I literally just got here and just got playing guitar. So I understand, bro. Oh, are you really? Do you do it really good? I'm sure you do. I can never tell, with the screen names, which, are actual girls and which are just, fat dudes, seeing if I have a pretty mouth. And it gets me in trouble. Because I just felt hitting on you like you're a fucking old man thinking that you're a fake chick, and then, they gotta break people's hearts because they live too far away, whatever. Well, you didn't say bless your heart, so I know you're not Sal trying to insult me. Saying, bless your heart. I couldn't give two shakes of rat snake tail. I identify as the problem. I am the problem, bro. Alright, we'll do a couple more of these warm-up sad songs. And I'm going straight to that AI box stuff because it was fucking hard, and I want to do that. I want to get challenged. It's the last stream we're doing here. And normal people like this stuff, it seems, so it's not like a waste. I get to warm up. I went years without drinking, you know what I mean? I only drink at home. And no, I'm lying. There's a local bar here. It's 1 block away from my house. If I don't have whiskey, I'll go there and have a drink. But in the last 6 years, I almost died 3 times. Everybody it's like my teeth all fucked up. I'm gonna enjoy my whiskey, bro. I did the straight edge thing. You know, it doesn't affect me. Like, listen, some people cannot drink. I drink. It takes my pain away. I'm happy. I go to sleep. You know, I know fucking people have 2 drinks and it's a fucking fight. They're burning cars. Like, you know, like don't drink if it's not good for you. Everybody's metabolism is different. Andy Timmons, I don't know who that is. I'm just autistic, bro. Like, I just like I hear things and I play to it. I don't know. I just like I'll hear the chords and I try to make something that sounds like it goes with the chords. So I hope Andy Timmons is good. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I was talking like, you know, he loves the Pocket Master. You were a little pretentious and upper class. He's like, this is not pretty enough for me. I need the Lexus, not the Toyota. But I was saying, like, I think you're starting to come around when you have the Katana plugged into that thing. You say, okay, I understand why I suggested that as the first piece to get, so that you can take your time and decide what major investment you're gonna have. You know, that's what I was talking about. But I'm gonna be doing that crazy box stuff tonight. So I'm gonna do another one of these sad songs. And then yeah, it's actually a lot more pretty with the lights on. Check it out. Check it out. It's a custom halo, and you can't really see what it looks like without the lights on. He's beautiful. He's my baby. I only played 7 strings for like from 1998 until 2000. I mean, I had a 6-string in college from 97, 99. I was playing a 6-string for college, but like from all the music I ever played is always 7 strings. And I just got the 6-string a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. And this has been my favorite guitar ever since. No, it's real. It's like, it's a custom halo. And it's like the wood finish with some kind of burnt shit, and then they flackered it. I don't know what the fuck they did. But it was like a $2,000 guitar I got for $600. Because I knew the owner of the music studio out there. I recorded a track for one of my friends in fucking Poland. And then I was supposed to work as an engineer there, but I didn't take the job because I have my own shit going on. So he gave me a discount. He's like, just take it because no one else is going to play a guitar like this in that area. You know what I mean? No, I add the low. You want to see? I'll show you. So here's my 7-string. This is my go-to 7-string. I used to have 9 of these fucking things. I gave them away when I moved from back home. So it's a low. I tuned to D, so it's a low A, and everything's the same. Oh God, where's the? Yes, that's a low. It's a low A. For all the chuggy chugs and the black metal stuff. That's my real shit. Is playing like, you know, thumpy thumps and. That's my happy place. You know, I do this stuff for exercise because it's fun, but that's my happy place. Yeah, okay, I think you said something else. Yeah, so it's a low A or low B. Basically, if you took these 2 strings, here's your E string, here's your E string. I'm gonna make it split the 7-string. So here's your E string, here's your E string, and then I take a B string, put it below it. It's the same thing. I only tune to D because I think. So first of all, classical tuning was 432. And or like sometimes some argue it's 440, whatever, but like it was never 440. You know, so it wasn't even 432. It was 414 or 420 something. Basically, it was a step down until like the Wagner era. So like normal violins were tuned to E, what we think is E flat. You know what I mean? Like it was never tuned this high as like what standard tuning is. But what happens is when you're playing in an orchestra, when it's tuned that high, it makes things a little louder. I don't know if it's even louder, but like it makes it jump out more. So it's not the real tuning. It's not how instruments will be tuned. So when you play a guitar that's tuned to D, like here's a weird thing about like harmonic resonance. When you hit one note, the rest of the guitar is like ringing in a weird way, which is why you see me clean the dead string off my strings, because I like you can hear it. So when you tune down, everything vibrates. The whole instrument vibrates differently. And like when you first start playing, you're not going to hear these things. You know what I mean? Because like you're so overwhelmed by thinking of everything else. But like over a little bit of time, you'll hear it and you'll feel it. It's a completely different feeling playing a guitar in D. Even if you have a capo on, if the guitar's tuned to D, it just feels different. It just feels different, and you can bend better. So I recommend it, like, you know, and that's why you always see me playing fucked up positions, because this is in, I don't know, it's like E minor, but I'm playing in F sharp. But I'd rather play an F sharp over an E chord than play the E chord on E, because it feels like shit to me. Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. Somebody appreciates it. I mean, you know, it's fucking neurodivergence and living like a samurai. Like, that's all I did my entire life. But I stopped watching TV at 13 years old. I was training with fucking crazy Vietnam vets to try to be a fucking, like, ninja assassin for, like, years. And all I did was study, like, on myself. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, it's a crazy life. But I've been teaching shit for literally 30 years. It's 30 years and 2 months I've been a professional coach and instructor. So my entire life's been teaching shit and studying. So, like, the only value I have in life is passing on information, you know? Oh, everybody, you know, here's the thing. When I was growing up, I was gifted and talented, okay? But then the fucking goy slop and whatever the fuck you want to call it took over. And now anybody with an IQ over 110 is neurodivergent. So now, you know, because I have an IQ of like 170, what the fuck it is, I'm retarded. Okay? If you have an IQ over 100, 110, and you think that, like, you know, following the rules is like normal, and people who lie for, like, you know, like as a normal thing is like fucking weird, you're neurodivergent. Everyone who's not a retard is neurodivergent. If you have a fucking, you know, an aversion to injustice, you're neurodivergent. Everyone's neurodivergent. Everyone's retarded. So I think it's funny, you know? If you're hanging out with me, you can listen to me talk, and I don't sound like a retard, you probably have autism. You have a touch of autism. I promise you. Like, if you listen to me play, you find it remotely interesting, you definitely are fucking retarded, just like me. Because, like, you have an IQ that's over 90. You know? Because the people, like, you know, it's... Yeah, but a lot of people are claiming they have autism, and they don't. They're just ugly, fat, weirdo communists, and they have nothing to do with their life. They're just, like, crazy and stupid. Okay? Rhythm with the tism. I put the tism in patriotism, okay? You resemble that remark. I am that remark. Oh, you're welcome to the right place. I have a shot for you, but like honestly, like don't drink because you see me drinking. I literally drink super responsibly, and with my fucking weird fucking like metabolism, I don't get hungover. I don't take medication, so I have like cracked teeth, herniated discs. This is like the only medication I take so I go to sleep. To be honest with you guys, you know what I mean? My fucking eyes fucked up, is always hurting. My fucking back's always fucking hurting. So I have a couple shots to go to sleep. I don't recommend everybody do that because. For whatever reason, my metabolism, I don't get angry, I don't get stupid, I can still play guitar. Don't do what I do. And I never go outside and do anything stupid or drive or fucking do anything retarded. I'm always in the house. Even in the Bible it says, you can drink, just do not be struck with drunkardness and fucking be a retard. No, I mean, it's just like, look, money, alcohol, and the internet, all they do is expose people to who they really are. You give, somebody extra fucking money or extra alcohol or extra internet, and it just shows you who they really are. I'm like one of the few fucking people that if you meet me in real life and you meet me on the internet, I'm the same fucking person. You get me drunk, I'm the same person, just I tell stupider jokes. You know what I mean? Other people... They're living a lie, so they or they're like they don't know how to deal with their trauma, and they drink and they become fucking demons, You're damn right. Home's a safe place. Listen. This is like me teaching self-defense for 30 years. Don't go to stupid places, stupid times, and stupid people. I was a bodyguard, and security. I did every fucking job you could think of in a fucking club. You know what I mean? Like I've done everything that there is. I've done so many crazy jobs because living like an orphan my whole fucking life. You had to I have so much experience. Don't go to stupid places, stupid times, and stupid people. You know what I mean? It took me 25 years to get all this gear. Like I didn't just I'm not like a rich kid. People accuse me of being a trust fund baby. It's like the total opposite. Everybody who's ever cared about me is dead. Okay? It's the total opposite. It took me literally 30 years to collect all this stuff. Like 1-2 pieces a year. So stay home is where the heart is. Let's do some Bach metal because I want to. I'm still trying to figure out how to jam to this. What the right way is. Yeah. salsa. Don't get any ideas. I broke it. We broke it. We broke it. I gotta say, this string survived a lot. It survived a lot. Okay. Let's see if you have another. You know what? I know I have another string somewhere. But Appa, I know. I popped it. Okay. Did I scare everybody away with what the fuck just happened? Because it wasn't kosher. It wasn't that bad. Well, here's the thing. This string, when I bought this guitar, this saddle was crooked, and it was breaking strings like every week. But then I filed it down, and this string has lasted 3 months. And you see how I play. So the fact that it's lasted this long, I'm really surprised. Let's see if I have another string. If not, I'm gonna play the guitar. Oh, Jesus Christ. So I've gone through an entire bag of E strings. Let's see if there's one more that's left. Jesus Christ. Nope. Nope. Yes! We got another E string. We got another one. It survived this long, so like you know, I really shouldn't have made it. The things I've been doing to this guitar is like fucked up. So we did good. You know, and especially playing this fucking crazy shit. Like you know, like where is that? I like Ernie Ball better. The Diodario strings don't feel right to me, and they don't stay in tune as well. I gotta be honest. So crazy story. Sean Lane, his manager, is the one who fixed this guitar about 3 months ago. Right after I had the surgery, my student drove me over to this guy. So he put the Diodarios on them. I've never played Diodarios in 30 years. I don't like how they feel. And I don't know if it's because I've been so used to the Ernie Ball, but these strings feel round, and these feel flat, and I like these better. I like the sound and the feel of like broken old strings. I don't like new strings. Like, I don't like new strings on recordings. I don't like new strings playing for myself. And people argue this. I hate that feeling. I hate brand new strings. Like, I don't like the way they feel. I don't like the way they sound. They're too bright. I've had guitars where I didn't change the strings for 10 fucking... I played guitars that, like, I literally would go on fucking tour for 5 years with the same strings. I almost never break strings. It's just... This one string, the way that saddle is, I'll probably file it a little more just to be safe while I'm here. Just to make sure. But it always pops in the same spot from the rubbing. Okay. Yes. It's a 7-string pack. These are supposed to be backups from those guitars, and I've gone through like 8 of them. I'm going to see if I bring them back and see if I can trade these guys. Like, make me a trade for all my extra strings. But I haven't been able to drive because of my eye. But my students are coming in this week, so... Oh my god, I just cut the shit on myself. This fucking string just stabbed the fuck out of me. Blood sacrifice. I hope I can invoke Bach's spirit with my blood sacrifice. That fucking hurt. It like stabbed me right in the knuckle. Okay, let's do this. That really fucking hurt. Jesus Christ. Like, I don't think I've ever been stabbed that bad by a string before. That fucking hurt bad. It's like thumping. There we go. Exactly. When I was playing in college, I used to play till my fucking fingers bled, bro. Like, all my technique, like 90% of it, I'd gotten between 1997 and 2000. And then the rest of it's ear training, like from playing in bands and stuff. But like all my technical stuff, like how I play and all my scales and modes and shit like that, it's all 3 years of training. I'll put the light on. Put the fucking light on, be responsible. Cause I'm already half blind, and it's just not, you know, I'm trying to be cool, but I can barely fucking see as it is. Appa, I can barely fucking see. I don't need your shit right now. This is the hard part. There we go. All right, we got it. All right, so then we're gonna. Where's that thingy? My hands used to bleed all the time, but I was gangster with it. I didn't care. It was the kung fu training. That's the only thing I hate about this guitar. Is trying to string it up. This thing doesn't stay where it's supposed to stay. Oh, come on. You stupid. Okay, and then we'll just go, we'll just measure 2. That's enough. There we go. Ow! That fucking hurts. It's right on the fucking... Oh my god, that hurts. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Okay. Go in the hole, bitch. It's like a fucking Catholic schoolgirl's asshole. Okay, and then we find the winder. Which way is correct? Oh, this way. Okay, there we go. There we go. And of course I fucking knock it out, because why wouldn't I knock it out? There we go. It's so hard for me to see, even with these fucking shitty glasses. It's really hard for me to see. Okay. There we go. All right, we'll be fixed in a second. I'm really surprised that this string lasted this long, to be honest. Oh my god. Like I said, the only thing that fucking bothers me about this fucking guitar is this, it doesn't lock in when I'm changing the strings. It's so hard. And I'm also not exactly the best guitar tech in the world. I'm probably the worst. Can't be good at everything, you know? There we go. We got it. Where the fuck's the thing? Let me tell you, not having both your eyes really fucking sucks. I'm not a fan. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Put this thing back in here. Did I scare that girl away? She's like, this guy's a drunk asshole with the tism. It's not turning all the way. So let me tune this properly. It should be tuned to F right now. Oh, I'm not plugged in, though. Okay, there we go. No, that's right, F, good. All right, we're back in business. Okay. Did everybody leave me because I busted a string? You failure! You fucking failure at life. hit right in the fucking knuckle. It's like a mosquito bite mixed with like a stab wound. It really sucks. I'm gonna put this away. You're okay, Alpha. I'm just gonna, you're okay. You don't have to move. I think that. You're okay, buddy. I just had to get your tail off the bag. It's not that big of a deal. Don't look at me like that. It's not that serious. Come here. Come here. Appa. Appa. Why are you hiding behind the fan? You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. It's okay. Come here. You're a good boy. It's okay. Cellular pick. The only picks that I use are the Dunlop Tortex. It's either the green or the blue. The green or the blue Tortex. But yeah, you definitely get my autograph for a pack, 2 packs of green Dunlop Tortex. You can have my autograph. The reason I went to the Tortex is because, like, there's a material on them and they're just enough sticky that when you're sweating, they stay in your hand. They don't slip out. Like, they'll fall out if you hold it too lightly, but if you're holding it like normal, they almost never drop. I rarely drop the pick. Try the Dunlop Tortex. It has a turtle on it. Let me see if I can find a new one for you, because these are all beat up. Here. Look, try these. If you like heavier picks, they have heavier ones, but it's the material that I like. I don't know if you can. I'm sorry, I can't see. I can't see if it's in focus or not. Sorry, because my eyes are too fucked up. But that's my favorite. The orange ones are lighter. So the thing is, if they're too light, when you press the string, it bends and it gives you latency. Like it's like you'll be behind the note. So if you play the note, if it's too light and it bends, you wind up feel like you're lagging. If it's too hard, you don't feel it's like it breaks you have to figure out the middle pressure. For me, it's green and blue. That's for me, you know what I mean? I think, like, I always recommend the green ones because they're light enough that, like, you don't get crazy pick attack. But the orange are too light. I think they're the lighter ones. It's been like fucking 20 years since I worked in the music store, bro. I'm not sure. I think they're the lighter ones. And the purple's the heavier one. But the green and the blue are like the middle ground. And if you like heavier picks, go with the blue. But I like the green, you know? Because I like to feel the string. And my whole thing is trying to play as soft as I can. Like, I don't want... You know, I said this before. Like, my whole theory is using body weight to do everything. Like, even I was telling Misfits yesterday, when I do chords, I'm not pressing with my fingers. I'm pulling with my shoulder, and I'm using my elbow with radial supination. I'm actually rotating and dropping my weight on the strings. When I play with my right hand, I do a drop and a reset. So it's like it's more the weight of my hand doing it as opposed to me pushing. So for my style of playing, I want this like middle range where like I just barely feel it bend. You know what I mean? Because if it bent any more than this, it'd be too much lag for me. But if it's too much harder than the blue, it's not right. It just feels like it's I'm hitting it with a stick. Yes and no, because again, it's a point about latency. Like when you hit the string, especially if you're someone who picks deep, the strings, the pick's gonna bend if it's too light, and you don't want that because it literally leaves a lag. Like your hand leaves and the string doesn't hit yet. If it's too hard, you start to get like unwanted noise. You know what I mean? You have to find like a middle ground where if it's too hard, you hear too much of the string noise. The idea is that you shouldn't hear me picking. Like, I purposely leave the mic so you can hear my picks, but like, you don't want the pick to be so hard that the pick on the string noise is apparent. That's the thing. You want to find like a place where you find a pick where your pressure, the note is more out than the pick, unless you really want to hear that sound. You know what I mean? But the reason why they say like a harder pick is better for strumming is because of the latency issue. If it bends, you're not on time. Does that make sense? Because if I strum it's only like 2-3 milliseconds, but like if you feel it and like if you pay attention, you notice it. But like you won't, if you don't know what to look for, you may not notice it. But you know something's wrong. So if the pick is too light, you'll hit the string, the pick bends, your hand left, and then it comes out. So you'll be playing with the metronome and you'll be behind the metronome. So it's definitely not good for rhythm guitar. And if it's too fucking hard, you just hear these noises and it's like, what the fuck do you want that for? Does that make sense? Like so my recommendation is green blue Tortex. It takes like 1 millimeter, like 88 to 1 millimeter. That's what I use. That's the size I use. Any more than that, you don't feel the string and you hear too much. Any less than that, yeah, it's a delay. It's a delay. Latency is a delay. And if you're playing, the faster you play, the worse it gets. Yeah, so that's that. I think I scared the little chickie away when I broke my string. She's like, oh my god, that sound, that's too scary. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, if you try these, I'll give you my autograph. Yeah, no, but that's my recommendation, is the green and the blue. When you tried the purple, you said the orange one. If you touch it and your hand's a little wet, it's something weird about. I don't know what material it is, but if you go like this and you grab it, you'll feel it. See how it sticks? Like a little bit of moisture, and it kind of like sticks to your hand. You see what I mean? So as you get sweaty, it stays on your hand. That's why I like them. So I once I felt that, it was actually my guitar tech from Sam Ash in Queens that put me onto these, and I just like, oh, that's it, because like so many other picks, they have like the gloss, and then other ones they try to like deal with the grip issue by putting like a dent and like little like divots. I can't stand that feeling, you know, like my autism. It's like, you know, I'm the kind of person, if my sock is crooked, it'll fucking drive me crazy. So having a pick that has like weird indents on it, I can't take it. But having the picks that are smooth, I can't do that either. So it really bothers me. So I would recommend these. Let's find something else. Cathedral of the Damned. Okay, that's 10 hours ago. What do you say? Something would stop. Yeah, the cellos are slick. The slick ones, I can't stand them. Because, like, you know, like, I would play for 3-4 hours straight with my band. We had, like, a fucking set. Our set list was 24 songs, and they were all, like, 5 to 8 minutes long. And then after that, if the club wanted us to keep playing, we would switch instruments. No. First we'd do a death metal band, which is, we had an entire other death metal set of 16 tracks, I think it was. And then after that, if they wanted us to keep going, people were drinking, I would get on drums, and my bass player would get on guitar, and my drummer would sing, and we'd play again with a grindcore band. So, you know, but I would be playing on stage sometimes for 4 or 5 hours, and like, having picks that slip out of my hand, I couldn't do it. It was too crazy. And it's like every Friday, Saturday night, we'd be there for 5 hours. We'd rehearse for 4 to 5 hours. So I just couldn't stand having picks that just didn't stay in my hand. And like the Tortex ones are the only ones I felt like with minimal effort, it stays in my hand. And they don't wear down that quickly. You know? And even when they wear down, they wear down evenly. So like, I won't notice, like when I melt these picks, I can still play with them. Whereas like the other picks, when I melt them, it feels like rough. So that's why I've stuck with these. And I've been using these for like 30 years. I don't even know how many years. You know? It just is what it is. So I trust these. I go with these. You know, I recommended them to all my students. I have no idea what other people are saying. I can just tell you what I know. I've never heard anybody else talk about tour. Like, I don't pay attention. I've been shadow banned for 10 years. So I don't see any music stuff. Like, they purposely go out of their way to disconnect me from, like, people. So I've been, like, isolated since 2020 election. I haven't seen anything. But, I mean, I taught for Sam Ash in New York for 10 years. I played from 97 to fucking 2012 professionally. I can tell you, like, these haven't failed me. You know what I mean? Like, they've never failed me, whereas other picks have failed me. And little pro tip, if a pick is fucked on the tip and it's like one of those shitty and they're cracking, go to a carpet and you can sand it down. Whatever material carpets are like some kind of plastic and the picks, and like if you fucking rub a pick on a carpet, you can redo the point. It's crazy. It'll completely instantly redo the point. So rubbing your pick on a carpet will fix it. If you're in a pinch, I don't recommend doing it if you can just buy new picks, but like it's definitely a fucking pro tip. But yeah, there's like two like things I recommend like with with my life is this shit and the Tortex picks. Strings I think is more of a preference. Like I like the Ernie Ball feel because of the way they're round. I don't like this Diodario because they feel too round for me. Like when I'm playing, like when I touch it, it's too ovalish to me. That's a preference thing, you know what I mean? But this shit I've been using since 90 fucking whatever the fuck, and I can't live without this stuff. And the Tortex picks are by far have never failed me. And I can tell you, like honestly, like I have picks that are fucking completely melted, and I'll play with them and I won't even feel it. Like you can see, like that's the difference between a new. I don't know if you can see because of the lighting, whatever. I'll see like my eyes can't really adjust, but that's how when I play that fast, that's how badly I melt my picks. And with these picks, I don't feel it. I don't feel that edge being missing. But if I play with a normal pick, like as soon as it melts the tip, I can feel it like the microfiber things gripping the string. With the Tortex pick, I can play it bald, and I won't know the difference. And that's just, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? But, like, there's no right way. Like, there's more efficient ways. Like, I say, like, my system of playing guitar, I like to say is the most efficient because I did martial arts and, like, body mechanics. Like, I've tried to become the most efficient I can be. Doesn't mean it's the right way. You know what I mean? It's the most efficient. You know what I mean? It's right for me. So when I'm talking like, this is the picks that I use, I tell you why I use it, but like, over time you'll develop your own shit. But I can definitely say these picks have never done me wrong. Like, I've never been on stage and dropped one of these. It's two things that happened to me. Why I never played Floyd Rose. I only used fucking Kayla Bridges. You know what I mean? I got this because I needed to do a recording. I had this record deal thing and I had my other friend I was doing some stuff with. So I needed to get a tremolo bar to do some solos. And I was telling him I don't want to, and he gave me this Kayla. I'm like, this is the best bridge I've ever played in my life. So like, I will only play Kayla floating bridges, and I will only play with these Tortex picks. And just because what happened was I was on stage, I was like 19, and I had my Floyd and it fucking snapped, and the whole bridge just fucking fell down, and I was like, fuck this. And then the post that the Floyd Rose was sitting on, because the Floyd Rose had these two posts, it cracked in half. And for I worked in this fucking store. 5 years, I could not get anyone to remove the post and replace it. Okay? The guitar is dead. It's still in someone's storage right now for fucking 30 years. And I'm like, never again. I took the guitar on stage and I was like, fuck you. So it was that, and then I dropped the pick once. And I was like, I can't do that ever again. I don't even know what pick it was. I just remember being a shiny pick, and I will never go on stage with a shiny pick ever again. Like, I don't know if I'll ever play on stage again, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Because the music it's not the same as it was in the 90s or 2000s. Like, this is a whole other world. I don't know if I even want to be a part of it. You mean I was very lucky to play at the end of the golden era. You know, like I played all the like the cool clubs and like I played with like really great bands. So it's like part of me wants to go play because I want to do it, but then the other part of me is like it's kind of like fucking a rubber doll. You know, like after you've played in the '90s and early 2000s and you come to this world, like I see bands playing, I'm like, this is like it's like fucking a pocket rocket or something. You know, I don't know what you guys call it. Hold on a second, I need my glasses. Import trem? I've never heard of it, import trem. But I will tell you that the Kaler trems are the fucking greatest invention to ever touch guitars. I cannot see myself playing another tremolo ever again. It's either I play a fucking fixed bridge or I play this. And there's no other way. And it has to do with the feeling of when you play the string. Like the way the bridge moves when you bend the note is different on a Floyd Rose or a fixed bridge. And and also the adjustments that you can do on this thing and how sturdy it is. Floyd Rose is a fucking piece of shit. It's a fucking trash panda. You know? I wouldn't do that. Wait a second. There is, if you have like a normal fixed bridge, if I can find it, maybe like when I come back next week or the week after, if I can find it, I'll let you know. There's some crazy invention where they came up with a fucking floating tremolo that goes on like standard bridges. You don't have to drill anything or nothing. You just take yours out and put it in, it's a floating. And it's really good. But aside from that, the only company I recommend is Kaler. I don't know how to explain it because I'm not that technical, you know what I mean? But I played 100-something guitars in my life. And this bridge is the best fucking bridge I've ever played in my life. Like, I can't see myself playing anything else after that. I feel like, what's his name? B.B. King, where he had his fucking Lucille and this is his guitar. Like, this has become my lead guitar. Like, this is like my baby. You know? I mean, look, it's not like, here's the thing. If you spend more than $300 on the guitar, you can play professionally. I can play guitar and I'd be fine. But if you ask me what my preferences I'm going to invest into, I wouldn't do it. But, like, you know, like I have a couple of guitars that have, like, regular bridges and things like that, you know. Donner's actually a lot better than people think it is. You know, people talk a lot of shit because it's cheap. And, like, there's only 5 or 6 companies that make guitars anymore. Like the factories that do because they're doing it with machine pressing. It's not like it used to be where people were hand whittling a fucking guitar. So like cheap guitars, like a $300 guitar is like a $600 guitar 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So whatever you got now, as long as you didn't buy the bottom of the barrel piece of shit, it's gonna be a good guitar. You know what I mean? Now it's just about preferences. So don't worry about it. But if you ask me for an upgrade, I wouldn't invest in the Floyd Rose. Like, I don't like them. They're bulky. They move too much. The parts are hard to replace. Like, I just don't like Floyd Rose at all. Like, I really just don't like it. But if you have like a regular fixed bridge, there's a company that came up with this fucking replacement that makes it a floating. I don't remember the name of it. But there's no drilling, no cutting, nothing. You just take the old one out, put the old one in as a floating trem. So that's what I would recommend. It's kind of like the pocket master of bridges, you know. Like, but I haven't been paying attention, man. I got, you know, the last 6 years have been fucked up for me. Like, you know what I mean, bro? I was living by myself, doing ninja shit in a mountain. You know, I had fucking surgeries. I fucking almost died. You know, I shouldn't even be here. So I have no idea what's going on in the real world. I was canceled the day before the 2020 election. They shut down my bank accounts. I fucking don't know what anything is. So I'm not up to speed. I'm not going to lie to you and be like, oh, I know all this stuff. Like, you know, I'm old and I have old knowledge. You know what I mean? I can give you, like, you know, stuff that from when I was actually in the world. You know, I don't want to fucking, you know, lie to you and be like, oh, yeah, like, you know, like, no. It's not. I have no idea what the new stuff is like. that Pocket Master, bro, like, it's, you know, like, people don't understand, like, it's so crazy what that thing can do for $60. Like, you know, Misfits, I don't think you really understood, like, what I was trying to get at. Like, that thing will hold you over so you don't have to rush into a buy. You can, like, be very happy playing that thing for the rest of your life. And then decide, okay, I want to get this fancy thing or that fancy thing, you know? That Pocket Master's the shit. You know what I mean? It's really it's like, I mean, you understand. You get it. You're more pragmatic. But I understand what his, you know, because, like, it looks like a toy. And, like, you know, there's actually a study that was done. There's a couple of them, and on YouTube you could see it, where there's experiments of, like, engineers who mix and they see, like, things with their eyes and how your eyes will affect your ears. So some people, if you look at something and it doesn't look cool, you won't hear it as cool. It's a very strange effect. It's a very strange thing, you know? It's literally got everything. it's literally got everything. Like, you know, the thing it doesn't have is a nice case, you know, and, like, a good display. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, you know, I get it. When you're over 50 and you want, like, you don't want people to see you with something that's like a toy, you know? I understand that. But that was my point. I'm saying you're just getting your first setup. Get this thing now, get your skills up, and then you can look around and find something that's fancier. But the fancier things are do the same thing. Like, it's literally going to do everything my Helix does. My Helix has more pedals and more, like, switches. But, like, it can do everything my $1,600 fucking Helix can do, with the exception of the expression pedal. You know what I mean? And the extra buttons. That's the only caveat, is, like, if you don't look at it for what it is, like, it's the whole point was taking this crazy technology and putting it into a cheap box. That's why I recommend it so much. Because, like, come on. Like, it's fucking amazing. Like, they can fit that much technology in there for $60. Like, I go out to dinner, I went to dinner tonight, it was $40 fucking for me to get pierogies and fucking onion rings and 2 beers. You know what I mean? So for fucking $60, you wipe your ass for $60 in 2026. And that's gonna, like, that can literally compete with, like, a $2,000 unit, you know? Like, I'm very proud of that recommendation. You know? And it looks, I think it's kind of cool that it looks like a toy, you know? Because it makes it fun. But if you're like, yeah, I understand where he's coming from. Like, oh, it looks cheesy. And, like, you know, like, I get it, you know? But that's not what it's for. It's a toy. That's what I'm saying. You go out with your fucking wife or your girl, you're spending fucking, like, $80 to $200. You know what I mean? You go to fucking McDonald's, you're spending $60. So it's like $60 to have, like, all these crazy sounds. Like, what are you complaining about? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you complaining about? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was hoping. Like, he's gonna get the katana. He plugs in. When you hear the katana sounds, it only has a couple of fucking presets. It has like 4 or 5 gain presets and, like, a little bit of reverb and delay. I mean, the katana is a very good amp, but, you know, it's not like, it's like to me, it's a step above the Spider amp. The distortion is a little better. It doesn't have that fizzy sound, but it's not like, it's not gonna compete with a fucking IR system, you know? Like, that fucking Pocket Master is crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking bananas what they put in for. Like, in the 90s, for a DoD FX, the DoD FX7 was my sound from, like, I don't remember when I first started using the Line 6. I think it was 99 when the Line 6 red, the not the Lima bean, but the head came out. And that Line 6 head became my sound until at least 2007. And then the Line 6 with the Bogner tubes came out. I think it was 2007, 2008. And then it was a Spider amp, but it was a tube amp with Bogner tubes. And that was my sound for the next 5 years, and then I stopped playing. But, you know, that was like... And then I got into the fucking adult industry. So that was a whole other fucking thing. But, you know, I'm hoping that, like, as he practices and he realizes, like, oh, I understand why he said, get this $60 thing. Because, like, fucking nothing competes with that. There's literally nothing on the market that you can get that will compete with the Pocket Master for less than $300. There's nothing there. I looked because I was looking for one of my students' kids, and I couldn't find anything. And this thing popped up, and I was like, "What the fuck is this fucking thing? Holy shit!" Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, when you're first, like, if you're a beginner, intermediate, your sound is really, there's two things. It's either the bands that you like, or there's something in your ear that you know is not bad. It's like you know what you don't like. You know what I mean? And the thing about that Pocket Master, it'll give you a starting place. It's not that the presets are perfect. The presets are good enough. And then you can say, okay, I like the sound of that. And then you copy it into a user preset, and then you start fucking with it to your heart's content, and you find your sound. But if you don't know, like, for instance, like, to find your sound, you have to have your voice. You have to know what it is you want to say. Like, for instance, like, you hear my music, I've had this in my head as a little kid. Like, this kind of, like, weird sound of, like, classical metal. Like, like, that sound has been in my head since I was 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I've had that sound in my head for over fucking 4 decades. You know what I mean? Or like, this. I'm not saying you have to sound like me, but I'm saying, like, when you decide that you want to, like, say something, when you speak and you hear yourself speak, you have a voice. It has a certain pitch. You have a certain time delay. You use certain words in a certain order. You're from a certain place, so you have slang that you use. And then all that combines, your entire experience creates your voice. You know what I'm saying? So when you're first learning guitar, you can't know your voice because you haven't learned words yet. It takes about a year if you're training, like I did. Like you're saying, I want to learn how to speak. I don't just want to be able to, like, copy words. Like, if you're, like, for instance, like, survival language. It takes 120 to 150 words to be able to survive in another country. That's not being fluent. You know what I'm saying? If you learn, like, 5 songs, you learn, like, 2 scales, you can copy and you can be survival language, but you don't have fluency in the language. So if you, like, for instance, like, you can hum something in your head, like, whatever style of music you like. But to find your sound, you have to know what you want to speak. And then you have to know the vocabulary. So that means you have to know enough chords, enough progressions of chords, and enough scales, if you want to play lead, to be able to, like, express sentences. When you get to the point where you can express sentences, that's when you'll start to find your sound. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, you have to be able to like, make a statement and like, know what it means. Like, for instance, like, like, basic progressions, like, I just went to the store. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to know what a full sentence sounds like and what a period full stop. And then know how they move together, and then say, oh, I want to tell you a different sentence. Like, I want to tell you, like, and then, like, it's like baby speak. And if you start to play thinking of it as speech, you'll be able to get your sound faster. But if you're not looking to write your own songs and understand, like, grammar, like, okay, songs have a format, A, B, C, B, A, or whatever the fuck it is, and like learn grammar, what do you need a sound for? You're just copying other people. So don't worry about having a sound. Try to sound like somebody else. But if there's something that's itching you, and it's not a right or wrong thing, if you just want to play cover songs and hang out with your friends and like, just play the songs you like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a contest. But if you have like an itch that you want to write your own songs, in order to get your sound, you need to have a certain amount of syntax grammar to be able to speak full sentences. And like, if I'm playing clean, like that's how I learned to play, like, So I'm thinking melodies in my head that have like a beginning, a middle, and an end, and they have a period. And then I'm like, okay, how is it supposed to sound outside of my head? And that's when I started developing my sound. You know what I mean? So it's like... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about like a contest. You could want to play fucking shit that's just like, whatever the fuck it is. There's no right or wrong, but like, I wouldn't use that distortion if I'm thinking... So when you have the grammar and you know what you want to say, the sound's going to come out. That's my point, So don't worry about the sound. Like, worry about, like, getting a sound that's, that's good enough. And then as you play, and then you start to want to, like, do your own shit, that Pocket Master, you can do everything you need. And then after that, the only reason I would suggest you get, like, a Line 6 Helix or a fucking Studio is if you want like extra switches and you're going to play a live show and you need like 3 channels and you like, but like if you just want to write your own music, you don't need anything else than that, bro. Like I can write an entire fucking album with that Pocket Master and no one would know what it was. Like nobody would know. They'd have no fucking idea, bro, I promise you. They'd have no fucking idea. They would think it was, because like, you can plug that into your fucking computer, and like, it's all preference. Like the distortion that's good enough. It's a fucking impulse response. It's an actual amplifier that they recorded. You can't. It's like it is what it is. It's like it's not like fake distortion. It's not fake delay. It's like it's real shit. Like it's fucked up. It's fucked up that for 60. Like if you gave me that Pocket Master, I can record like music, and you would not know it was $60 fucking amp. That's why I was thinking, like, what the fuck is this thing? But yeah, like, if your first year of playing, I always, like, I would really recommend you spend 15 minutes, because, every single day you spend 5 to 15 minutes on technique and theory. There's no excuse. I tell my martial arts students all the time. There's no excuse for you not to practice 5 minutes a day. Put your fucking guitar in a place where you always sit. Listen, you come home from work, you're a fat ass, you just want to sit in front of the fucking TV. Have your fucking guitar with no amp next to the fucking TV, wherever it is. And when you sit down at that fucking TV, you practice scales with no amp. And then you watch TV, and you stop paying attention to what you're playing, and you just play the scales. There's no excuse. There's literally no fucking excuse. Everybody has 5 fucking minutes. Everybody has 5 fucking minutes. That's the difference between me and everybody else. Is that I maximize that 5 minutes. When I teach my students, like, and everything, when it comes to like sales or fucking corporate or computer, whatever it was I was ever teaching, I'm talking about like incremental loss. There's a theory, if your mouse sensitivity, when you're like doing emails, I don't know what kind of job you have, right? But if you're working a computer job, for instance, or like, and you're sitting there and you're fucking like, you have to like press a fucking send button and your mouse sensitivity is wrong and you go to hit the send button and you go off, you go on, you're trying to find the send button because the mouse sensitivity is wrong, it's too fast or too slow. You're going to pass it. It takes too long to get there. You just say it takes you 3 to 5 seconds to hit that fucking send button. And you have to send 100 emails a day. How many seconds at the end of the year did you waste? And then think about how much you make an hour, and then add those seconds up. If you're a mechanic, I tried to help my friend redesign his mechanic studio. He had a motorcycle fucking shop, and he listened to me for everything except the last thing, and it fucked him over terribly. There's a Japanese study about having a tool bed where every tool has an outline. So it's something about how the eyes work, where the tools go back, and that decreases your efficiency. Because if you spend 10 seconds to a minute looking for a socket wrench every fucking time, by the end of the year, you just lost 50 hours of work. And if you make between $25 and $150 an hour, and you've lost 100 hours of work, you've lost $100,000 fucking dollars. So that's the fucking problem. You know what I mean? If you recognize this, you know, and apply it to everything, that's my secret. Why I'm so good at martial arts and music and fucking, you know, computer science and all the other shit I did, is I understand incremental loss. So there is no excuse, if you love music, to not play 5 minutes a day. And if you practice 5 minutes every single day, where you're like literally fucking like just working on technique, okay, you look at the clock and you're watching your TV show, it'll turn into 30 minutes sometimes. But you know that every fucking day you got 5 minutes. 90% of the population's not doing that. So by the end of the fucking year, you're going to be so far ahead of everybody else because you spent the 5 minutes every single day. And people try to like recreate that by doing like 8 hours one day. Well, that was my job, was to teach people this kind of thing. Like, I worked in corporate, I worked in fucking like, you know, $1 million fucking dollar companies doing AI shit. I'm a goon. And that's why I'm telling you this. Incremental loss is a serious fucking issue. And when you understand it, and you understand the penny a day adds up. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like a lot, but it fucking adds up. And that's why I do this. You know, it keeps me honest. Like, I figured, like, you know, if I come in and I stream it, I make it a thing. You know what I mean? It's about the incremental loss principle. So if I just I'm putting in more pennies than 90% of the population. If you're sitting there 5 minutes a fucking day and you say, okay, today, this week, major scale is 5 minutes. And he goes, whatever the fuck it is, you try to practice that day. Chords, E. Whatever the level you want, there's no wrong level. The only wrong thing is not training it like an exercise, doing it like it's a game or music. No, I'm going to spend 5 minutes and I'm going to practice caged. And then you put TV on and fucking watch TV, whatever the fuck you do. And then you want to get to the point where like, you're not thinking about it. If you did that for 5 minutes a day, how many fucking, like, 5 minutes times 365, bro? You have hours ahead of people. You know what I mean? Within 5 years, you're going to be so much better than everybody else. For 5 minutes. But it was the fucking lazy fucks. You know, so if you get this incremental loss thing and you apply it to everywhere in your life, you won't believe, because it's like I think it's a slow burn, but like when you apply incremental loss theory into everything you do gets better. You know, and then people will hate you like they hate me because they're like, oh, you must be scheming or you must be cheating. No, I'm smarter than you. I work less, but I work consistently. You know. So that's my my ninja tip for the day. And I hope you appreciate, you know. You guys have been coming for a couple of weeks, you know, and like I appreciate you. I think you actually, you know, appreciate my autism. So. Well, man, it's not that I'm trying to call you out. I'm trying to give you like realistic things. How do I keep in shape? Okay, like. When I was a trainer at Equinox, I was working fucking 60 hours a week. I didn't have time to train, but bro, if you look at my community tab and go back a couple of years, you're going to see pictures of me where I look like a fucking superhero. Like my fucking, I was at 4% body fat. I was jacked. I was working 60 hours a week. How did I do it? It's because I had to train in small increments. So what I do is I don't eat synthetic sugar. You know what I mean? So there's no aspartame, sucrose, or high fructose corn syrup. And I do 50 push-ups a day. And I do a 15-minute workout. And then I do my forms, which is about 10 minutes. But I do 3 sections of 10, 15 minutes. I didn't have time to be working out all day. I just didn't eat shitty sugar or fake food. So I eat pizza and I drink beer, but I wouldn't fucking eat fake food like McDonald's or like fucking Little Debbie's cakes. And I fucking work out 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here. You know what I mean? It's be smart. Don't do something stupid. So like, if you really love music and you really love guitar, just fucking like allocate 5 minutes. And here's this tricky thing, because if you give yourself that 5 minutes, most of the time you do have 30 to an hour. But if you give yourself, I gotta practice an hour today, but that day you only have 30 minutes, you won't practice. But if you say I have to do 5 minutes, you have no excuse. So the day you have 30 minutes, you'll do 30. Do you have an hour, do an hour. Do you have 5 minutes, you do 5. But that 5 minutes keeps you fucking honest. And that's why, like, you know, I don't listen to shit, but like, I went like 25, 30 years where I was undefeated. I took like 100 challenge matches in martial arts. And the reason why is because I did this. And when I practiced like thinking, okay, this guy, you know, every move I make is like, this motherfucker's trying to kill me. So I would go in Chinatown and have all these fucking crazy dudes trying to fucking beat me up. I've gone up against D1 wrestlers and all this shit because I did it every fucking day like my life depended on it. And that was my secret. So if you could like minimize things and understand how like the penny a day, 5 years, you have a sack of fucking pennies. It's a lot of weight. That's the secret. No, I know I wouldn't be telling you this if I didn't believe you would. That's why I'm trying to tell you this, because like, this is like, you know, listen, man, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I've survived so much crazy shit. I try to like give people like the best I can while I'm around, you know? And if I would give anybody advice, the incremental loss thing is like one of the most important things. Because like most people are wasting their lives, they don't realize it. Like you can be so good at anything you want to be if you understood incremental and like programming. Like how like a little seed every day equals way more than the guy who's training 5 hours one day, then no hours this day. And then it's in the way the brain works. You get so much more out of consistent small practice than doing like a 9-hour session and then leaving it for a month. But the key is that it has to be a specific drill training motor memory. It's not musical. There's no amplifier. I'm just trying to do patterns. Or if you're like a level 1 guy, I don't know where you're at, but let's say I need to learn chords. Yesterday I was telling Misters about this. When you're playing chords, use 2s and 1s. Like start with the 2s first, add the 1. Start with the 2s first, add the 1. Start with the 2 first, add the 1. So 2 first, add the 1. Think of 2s and 1s. Okay? But then if you're practicing that isolation, whatever level you're on, I'm not trying to insult you or anything, but the hand moves generally in 2 sections. So learn 2 grips and then add a second 2 grip, or add a 2 and a 1. It'll help you. But then practice it like an exercise, you know? And if you do that, you know, and you think of like 5 minutes a day of just theory and mechanical practice, and then fuck off for an hour if you want. Go learn a song. But if you put 5 minutes every single day, 7 days a week, what's 5 times 7 times 365? You know, let's just do the fucking math here, okay? Like, you know, I'm just curious. 5 times 7 times 365 divided by 60. 212 hours and 916 minutes. So if you did 5 fucking minutes every single day without fail, you'd have 212 hours and 91 minutes, okay, of training under your belt in a year. For 5 minutes a day. in a year goes by so fucking fast. So fast. 200 hours of technical practice. How many retards are doing that? They won't. You'll be in the 90% club in a year. If you're isolating a theory or a practice every fucking day for 5 minutes. Now, what happens is, when I tell my students this, you think 5 minutes, but then you wind up getting sucked in, and you're like, oh, this is cool, and then next thing you know, you're practicing 15 minutes or an hour. So that goes up exponentially, but you never fail the 5 minutes. And they say, if you skip your kung fu one day, it skips you for 2. If you skip your kung fu one day, gong fu is like, it's not martial arts. Gong fu is like something that a skill that you work on that takes a long time to develop. That's what gong fu or kung fu, whatever. You know, so like when you look at that process, like it's not martial arts. Gong fu is like art or science or anything that takes a long time to really get a skill under your belt. That's your gong fu. You know what I mean? So if you do 5 minutes every fucking day, bro, you'll be God. $30.5. What I got was 21. Because I'm thinking, because it's 5 times 7. Oh, sorry. Oops. I got 5 times 7. Oops, I gotta fucking start this over. 5 times 7 times 365 is 12.7. You know what I mean? But it's a lot. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. But, you know, I've been up since the morning, I've been drinking. But it's a lot. It's a lot more than most people will do. And when it comes down to motor memory needs to be dealt with every day. You know what I mean? So if you repeat a pattern and you do it consistently, that's going to get you so much farther than the guys like, I'm no. 5 minutes every single day, focus, practice. And like a year goes by so fast, man. It's like when you go up the mountain, it looks like a big deal, but then you turn around, the year's gone. And as you get older, the years go faster. It goes so much fucking faster than you realize. Because of the memory dilation. When you're young, you only have so many memories, so like a year takes longer. But when you have like 40, 50 years, like the comparative year compared to the other ones is a lot shorter. So you feel years speeding up. So it's so fast. But people are like, oh, I'm too old. Fuck you, you're too old. There's no excuse. It's not like martial arts. You know what I mean? Like, I can't teach a 30-year-old to move like how I moved when I was 14 or like when I was 19. Bro, I was a god tier. Like, I could fly over you, do a full split, and break a brick. Like, it was stupid. I can't do that anymore. But music, like instruments, bro, it's like, no. And that's the theory of Kung Fu. It's like, am I better than I was yesterday? I'm just trying to like improve 1% from yesterday. And that's my goal. Like when I come here to hang out with you guys, it's just like a fun way for me to relax, you know, for me to avoid going outside to hang out with stupid people. You know, like before I couldn't go outside. I was living on a mountain. Now I'm in a city-ish. It's not really a city. Wilmington. You're in North Carolina. You know what I'm talking about. It's like Wilmington's a city, but it's not like a city, but it's too much city for me. But I don't want to hang out with these people, you know? So I'd rather spend an hour or two hanging out. I drink, I go, you know, I play my guitar, I practice, I go to sleep, you know? But my goal is to just be a little better than I was yesterday, you know? And that's it. And if I do that 1%, at the end of the fucking year, I'm 365% better than I was last year. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to prove. Like I'm trying to prove, like, can I catch the note faster? Can I predict your progression? That's what level I'm at. You know, can I predict chord progressions faster? Can I harmonize them faster? You know, like that's what I'm trying to do. And if I do it every single day, at the end of a fucking year, I should be a lot better. That's the whole point of this. You know? And then I get to hang out with people who want to fucking talk about music and weird shit. You know, that's the whole mission I'm on. So, like, always try to be better than you was yesterday by 1%. Like, literally 1%. And people think, oh, it's not enough. I'm like, 1% over 365 days is 365%. It's a fucking 3%, a 3 times jump. It's a big deal. You know, the average human being's not doing that. They're fucking losers. And that's why I don't go outside, because most people have no ambition, they have fucking no common sense, they're fucking stupid. And I don't want to deal with them. You know what I mean? That's just the reality, you know? I want to do the Bach thing. Oh my, oh God. I don't know what the hell I'm at. But anyway, I hope that helped you out. I was just talking geek stuff with fucking Hooks over there. I think I'm over geek today. How you been, bro? Let me tune my guitar. This is the last stream for the week. I'm gonna be off for a week or two. So I was just trying to give a lesson of pass my ninja knowledge on to the boys. How you been? Everything good? You doing alright, brother? Okay, I guess. I don't know if you guys got scared away by my fucking ranting or if YouTube kicked you out, but let me check my messages. Did you two kick you all out, or did I fucking scare you away with my fucking ranting about technical nonsense? Oh. God, tomorrow's gonna be such a rough fucking... The next fucking 5 days gonna be such suck. Yeah, I know, but you're gonna love it, because there's gonna be so many people here that you're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be a happy cat. Fucking women. Where's everybody? You guys, you're in the middle of a fucking conversation. You just fucking disappeared. They kick you? That's so weird. Alright, I think I'm done. Oh, God. I'm in so much pain. I'm fucking hurting, guys. You know, like 6 years of fucking abuse. My body is just like bleeding on the inside. I'm fucking, you know. Alright. Well, is anybody still here? Because I was in the middle of a conversation with somebody and everyone's just quiet. And I can't tell, like, everyone says, hi, what's up? And then they fucking disappear. So I don't know if YouTube kicked me off, whatever, but this is my last stream for at least a week. I mean, I might be on, I don't know, but I probably won't be. So I want to say good night to everybody properly. I appreciate you guys for supporting me through this weird experimental fucking thing. You know? I'm going to get this last shot of whiskey and that's going to put me to sleep, hopefully, with no pain. Because I'm old and everything hurts. And, yeah, that's it. You know, we did the thing. I really just can't. I wasn't even going to come on tonight, but I came on because I didn't want to be a pussy. You know? Incremental loss. You know? But, yeah, that's it. The humans are going to say I love you, grateful for your presence, price for your gratitude. And I don't know when I'm coming back, but next Saturday maybe. You know, I might be on before then. I don't know what's going to happen. But I definitely won't be on this weekend. This will be a crazy fucking weekend. So much work and maybe, who knows? You know, I may be able to skim one in, but probably not. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't lie to them. I shouldn't be. You know it's going to be a crazy week. Yeah, I know. You know. I know. But we're done. It's okay. I'm going to hang out with you, okay? Okay, we'll go hang out. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. And, you know, I hope my drunken rants have, you know, passed on some kung fu knowledge to you guys. And I'm out. Peace out.